Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So let's head straight to Italy. We are going to be reacting on top 5 best street food in Rome, Italy. So this is 20 euro DIY Rome. So let's go check this out.
It's no secret that Italy has some of the most mouth-watering food on earth, and it's
Yeah,
hard to
so I had.
especially when it comes to Rome. Not only does the city have some of the most delicious food in the world, but you can also try the best the city has to offer for about 20 euro.
20 euro.
Yeah, you heard that right. Also, you might want to pause real quick and grab a snack. You might get seriously hungry watching this. Me and my extra cookie. So with 20 euro in hand, here are my top 5 must-try foods in Rome, with a special bonus at the end.
Okay.
Starting your day off with breakfast. First up is a maritozzo,
Try maritozzo today?
We can try maritozzo.
Okay.
which is a traditional Roman pastry packed full of whipped cream. It is absolutely delicious. and
Okay, this is going to be
surprisingly
yummy.
light, with just the right amount of sweetness for a breakfast pastry that pairs nicely with an espresso or cappuccino. After breakfast, you can head over to the Trastevere neighborhood to try a trapezzino. Trapezzino is a delicious Roman street food that started about 10 years ago. It's basically a stuffed pizza pocket, but at the same time, so much more than that. You can get any number of what would be traditional Italian dishes stuffed into essentially the breaded corner of a pizza, which is used as a pocket
Wow,
to
this
hold
is-
the delicious homemade goodness.
Hola! Eccoci qua.
Grazie
Allora, parmigiana, picchia po' e garofalato. Buon appetito ragazzi.
They always have 5 that stay the same, but then there's other options that you get that change with the seasonal ingredients. They look delicious, so I'm very excited to dig in.
Wow, this looks so yummy.
This is packed with flavors. So this is one of the specials, and it's like a stewed beef. It is so soft, it almost falls apart in your mouth. And the bread is the perfect amount of crunchiness. Like it's soft on the inside and crunchy on the outside. That is so good. And of course, a trip to Rome would be incomplete without a copious amount of gelato. So next, you can head to my favorite gelato spot in the city, mostly because I'm obsessed with their specialty flavor, Frigidarium. Frigidarium is my absolute favorite gelato place in Rome. They have a flavor called Frigidarium, and it is basically, I actually don't even know what it is, but it's delicious. And they crush up the stanipella cookies and like put it into the ice cream, and then they top it off with one. If you want to take it one step further and get a little crazy, you can get it dipped in chocolate. You can either do a dark chocolate or a white chocolate, and the dark chocolate is my go-to. So she's like, do you want to mix and match flavors? I was like, nope, we're just doing straight Frigidarium. Me and my extra cookie. This is, apparently this flavor was made for children, which I've come to find out recently. 30 years old, but age is just a number, right? After getting your gelato fix for the day, and if it's too early to have dinner by Italian standards, you can grab a delicious hearty snack called supli, which are a traditional Roman street food. So we've just stopped in to grab a little snack. We've gotten the supli, which is basically a deep
Wow, this
fried
is so
rice ball.
good.
Each one is filled with something different, similar to an arancini in Sicily, but not quite as big. This is kind of like the Roman version of it. I would say this is maybe less than half the size of the arancinis we usually get, but it is warm. They make them fresh. One is carbonara, one is tomato and basil, and one is the classic one, which I believe is just a tomato sauce with some ragu. So we're not too sure which one's which, so we're just a little bit of, gonna play a little game here. The crunch in these is amazing. It is packed full. That cheese bowl. They all look kind of similar on the inside, but the taste is just totally different.
Because they're smaller, they have a lot more sauce than the arancinis had in Sicily, I think, because they could pack more into a little ball. They are delicious. I love everything deep fried and with rice, and I have a lot of flavor. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of flavor.
So carbonara is a typical pasta dish you get in Rome. It's got eggs, black pepper, bacon, cheese. I think this one might be my favorite, which is really saying something because I like carbonara, but it's not my favorite pasta. This one's my favorite soup.
I'm not a huge fan of egg, but I'm definitely gonna have to agree with Michelle on this one. The carbonara, it tastes like a dish inside a little rice ball. So it's like a concoction of flavors that you don't really expect until you bite into.
Rounding out the list is none other than the massive paninis from All'Antico Vinaio.
Una favolosa per voi.
Favolosa. Ok, scherzo, bravo, non condivido.
E questa è prima. Originating in Florence and making its way to Rome and Milan recently, All'Antico Vinaio is the sandwich place to get sandwiches, a panino. In case you watch literally, in case you watch literally any of our Sicily videos, you would know that we very rarely splash out. So that's why this is one of our in-betweeners that fuel us along the way. Today I got a La Favolosa, which is the most popular one on their menu. La Favolosa is €7. La Favolosa has spricciolona, which I'm guessing is a type of salami. It has pecorino cream that is made by them. It also has artichoke cream and spicy eggplant. And the sandwich is absolutely massive.
This is going to be yummy.
Oh, yeah. This is definitely the softest one I've ever had with them. Usually the bread's really hard. However, the schiacciata, which is from Tuscany, which we shall cover when we are in Florence, is softer here in Rome. I think it's because the salt is less salty down here, this far south. Something to do with the lack of humidity.
I feel like you're just making this up.
Don't quote me on that. Usually it is much harder. Michelle's biggest complaint is that it will cut your mouth. It cuts her little soft palate that she has. However, she shall enjoy this one as it is a bit softer on the outside.
Like Matteo said, the one reason I struggle with Antico Vinaio is because the bread is always so hard that it like hurts to eat. But I can confirm that the one here is very soft. It's beautiful. The ingredients obviously are always so good, but the bread always gets me. This one, no, this was perfect. Absolutely perfect. So good. And after you eat your messy sandwich, you can just come rinse off in the fountain. God, that is fresh. After eating your way through the city, and with all 20 of your euros spent, now it's time for my bonus tip. If you're in Rome, chances are you're probably on the hunt for the best restaurants. Tony and his son Andrea own La Tavernetta 29 da Tony e Andrea, which in my opinion is the best restaurant in all of Rome. It's located in the Trastevere neighborhood, nestled along one of its vibrant streets, and perfect for lunch or dinner. They have a mouth-watering variety to choose from, and even the most simple dishes are bursting with flavor. I got the penne alla vodka. Absolutely delicious.
I ordered the osso buco. Osso means bone, buco means whole. It's bone marrow. Tastes delicious.
Not to mention, Tony is just the best. I've even celebrated a few birthdays here.
Hey, Tony! Grazie mille!
Let me know what gems you found in the city of Rome. And to see what it's like to celebrate your birthday in the Eternal City, click on the video on the right and subscribe to follow along the adventure.
This was totally fun to watch, and trust me, everything here was mouth-watering, and I literally enjoyed watching this. They took their time to document this, and I'm super impressed. What do you think about this? Let me know in the comment section, right? Thank you guys so much, and see you in my next one.